Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this, whoever is reviewing uh, our project. And my name is Muhammad Tadan Gosan Sislo, and there's also my mate, Edward Wu, but he's on a separate video because we're recording this separately. Yeah. So I'm Gosan, and I'll be explaining a bit about our code and explain a little bit on what happens when two incompetent people who are obsessed with different gachas code together. It's an unfortunate thing that happens. Now, usually there is gonna be a PowerPoint presentation. Now, this is not cope. I swear it's not cope. I can make it, but I'm not gonna use a PowerPoint presentation because, in my opinion, it feels a bit redundant. I feel like it's easier if I just use imagery or just straight up show the code. I feel like that's a lot easier to digest or to accept explanation. So, boom! Look at this! Oh yeah, I'm pretty proud of what I did here. Look at this. Okay, man. Yeah. So, the thing that we're going to we were coding and did code is a multi-linked list. Now, this is a multi-linked list of gotcha characters. See, I don't need to explain multi-linked list. Of course, everyone knows. Like multi-linked list, short explanation. Here we got the big boys, the parent nodes, and these. And no, these on its own, they make a single linked list. But what makes a multi-linked list is that they have children. Crazy concept for Japan, I know. See, like here, we have the games, or the franchise, Arknights, Limbus, Risk of Rain 2, and then we have the characters, Skadi, Priestess, Patriot for Arknights, for Limbus, there's Foss, Don Quixote, Dante, and there's Risk of Rain 2, there's Captain, Sheriff, Operator. So this is the multi-link list and what happens in our code. So let's get over our code real quick. Like I said, this is a painfully very simple multi-link list, and you can see very clearly that we reference a lot of multi-link lists. It's yeah, because that we have a very hard time of doing code in C++, especially using code blocks. It's hard. We did our best, and we didn't use AI. I assure you of that. We didn't use AI. We did this all hands. It's garbage, but it's all in our hands. We did this. This is our own slop here, right? So of course, when in a multi-link list, there's always gonna be a list, which is basically content. Then there's the address, and then the parent node themselves. Ignore this. Okay, let me close the OBS. Okay, ignore this part because it's just us testing the grounds. And then of course, before we do anything else, we need to create a list. This is the main, so I don't really need to explain much here. Is that this is yep. We do the main always consists of a loop, and depending on the input, we get whatever it is. So one, we have the enter game, which is the parent node. Yep. For two, we have delete or remove the game. For three, we have show all games, which is the print all type of void. And then we have add characters, which is the child node. For five, we have the delete character, and for six, we have the show all characters, or the and for zero, it's for exiting the program. Ignore ignore what I said there. Yep, ignore. And if you pick any other number besides 0 to 6, and you'll get a warning message to tell you to get right on track and pick a valid number. And of course, as the header, this is where all the cable and usually where all the, you know, the not good stuff where usually more smooth the errors come from is at CPP. It's the header is yeah, it took a while. Of course, you have to make the parent node, the game, of course, the parent node character, that's a child node, and then we have to make a lot of stuff like the info types, the element, and then the address. The element is for the next, previous, mid, and the content. Then we have the char list. And then of course we have to declare all of the important stuff like the search, the print all, the delete, the insert, and I should let you know this is recorded much more advanced than the demonstration, so there may be changes So I mean, I'm not saying this code is wrong. There are no errors, but we might change our minds about certain things. So yeah, this is recorded in advance to a much more in advance compared to the demonstration. So keep that in mind. So it might be a little different, especially the main. Okay, I swear it's gonna be more professional and more formal in the finals, and I just wanted to record this fast. Okay, and then CPP where most of the cable gets mixed up. You have to show all and show all for both the parent node and for child node, of course. And for these are extremely simple. That's what you expect. We have to create lists to create the node itself. The node itself is of course empty without any of these names, but it needs to happen or otherwise you're gonna get errors that are beyond comprehension. Where is it? When that happens, you get something like this. So do remember to actually put to create the list first, because if you don't, that happens. Okay, then we have to allocate. Of course, this needs to happen for both the parent and the child node, and then you have to insert first, insert after, and insert last for the parent node. Of course, these are all the if you search up an insert function of a multi-linked list, it's what you're gonna get, but with different variables. Hey man, but yeah, like I said, it gets the job done. So we do what do we do? Then we have to delete first parent node, delete after parent node, delete last parent node, insert first for the child node, insert first character, insert last, insert after. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the code explanation. There's really not much to be explained, especially on, like I said, I don't really need a PowerPoint presentation because I feel like it's redundant. I feel like it just extends explanation time and you don't really need it. That this image explains it all. Don't you agree? Yeah, yeah. It's an awesome image. And it explains everything perfectly because I don't think you want to hear like 30 different explanations of what a multi-linked list is, and I already explained what our project is. It's just a gacha or just a game character, like a game as a parent node, and then the characters as a children node. That's it. And Mama Tadin goes to slow. Mama Tadin goes on to slow. People call me Gosan. I did the code explanation. I did the main. I did the CPP and a bit of a header. And Edward will be the one doing the demonstration. Thank you, Edward.
Hello, my name is Edward, and I'm going to be doing the demonstration part. So let's just get on with it. Yeah. First, let's just add characters. Why, you might ask? Just because, I guess. And we'll be doing insert character idea. Then let's name him Dante from the PM franchise. Then let's just add a second one. Insert last this time. Insert character ID 2. We'll name this one the Doctor. And then from HG, yeah. Let's just preview here, show characters, and as you can see, they are there. So now let's add their games. I'll be doing an insert last this time, just to switch things up. We'll have enter game ID here, and then I'll name this one Arc Knights, and then we'll use a previous existing character to connect them. We got it. And then let's another game. This time insert first with the game ID 1, and then game name Limbus, and the character will be Dante. As you can see here, the games are there, and the characters are also there. So now let's remove a character. I'll be deleting the first one, and as you can see, it's all gone, while the game is still there. So now let's just also remove a game, since that game Limbus doesn't have a character anymore. Let's just remove that one. And as you can see, it's only left with Arc Knights, and Arknights as the only game, and Doctor as the only character. So that's pretty much the entire presentation. Thank you for listening, and well, thank you for listening for the whole one, since this is going to be the closing. So yeah, and, zero exit. Boom. Goodbye.